A shocking 73-page report released by Senator Tom Coburn accuses the National Science Foundation of wasting and mismanaging $3 billion taxpayer dollars. Apparently, we the people have ponied up boatloads of money for more outrageous programs. Dr. Richard Vedder, professor of economics at Ohio University, is with us. Professor, we've heard the treadmill for shrimps and millions spent on studying Jello wrestling. What other insane waste of taxpayer money have you noted?
Well, there's a lot of things going on. I've been studying the University of Texas and what's going on there, and I found that they talk about everyone is supposed to do research and get reduced teaching loads to do research, but only 2% of the faculty get almost all the research grants and do the bulk of the research that the government at least believes is worth rewarding.
Is this,
so 98%
are you taking it out of the Longhorns? Is that what this is about, Ohio State and the University of Texas? Is that what this is about?
Well, no, you asked me. I'm just picking a university. I mean, the National Science Foundation gives its money mostly to people in universities. So we can look at examples. I'm an economist, and the Coburn report says, why don't you just wipe out all grants to economists? And I think a very good case can be made to do that, because by and large, economists have made more mistakes than they've gotten things right with NSF money.
All right.
And, you know, economists like to brag that NSF money, you know, that they've learned how now to schedule airplanes so when they have overbooking that we now can settle that problem. It took an NSF grant to do that. Just takes good economics.
Hang in
so
there.
I think there's whole areas that we ought to do away with.
Hang in there, Dr. Carolyn Heldman on the West Coast. What about a couple of $1 million spent on how parents react to trendy baby names, and $2 million to realize that people who post comments on social networking sites who are near each other are usually friends. I mean, this is unbelievable waste of taxpayer money.
Well, Eric, I think it's a mischaracterization of a lot of this research. It's not the government giving this money. It's money that is allocated by peers, and as a recipient and someone who's worked on NSF grants, it's a very rigorous process, and so to take specific findings of studies out and cherry-pick them and try to make them seem ridiculous, again, it's a mischaracterization.
But, Doc, they are ridiculous. $1.5 million on developing a robot that can fold laundry. Come on.
Well, you know, the larger part of that study is developing robotic technology, which we use in the military. So there's a perfect example of a non-frivolous study. And in order to say that it's frivolous, you would need to be an expert in that area. And I'm telling you, the NSF is not giving away money willy-nilly. It's very difficult to get. It's very competitive.
Ainsley?
Well, critics are saying, guess what? Some of this is very interesting. Yeah, it's interesting to find out, like UGA got a grant, money to go bowling, a grant to study the effects of nightclubs and bowling. All right, so you might say that's interesting. However, Caroline, there are a lot of people out of work, and critics are saying, really? We're working hard. Some people are out of work. Some people can't put food on their tables. They're working 2, 3 jobs. Do we want to spend taxpayer money on this?
Hang on there, Carolyn. Don't answer. I want to get to Adam.
No, you know, listen, we need all this spending, and we need more of it. And to pay for it, let's just raise taxes. Sure. Let's just raise taxes on those evil millionaires, and then we can pay for all of this wonderful stuff.
Well, let me get back to Dr. Vedder. Dr. Vedder, I apologize. Did I accuse you of being at Ohio State University instead of the Ohio University, sir?
Yeah,
sorry about that. I want to make that correction. But you're not saying...
If you're going to attack me, get the right university.
He is so cute.
All right, so we're going to have to say thank you. I want to bring you back because I want to talk about this a lot more. I want to talk about your study as well. Dr. Richard Vedder, thank you very much.